Canine?
My girlfriend told us about y'all, and she was using your service and said you need to check them out. I had explained to her what I was going through with him, and that I had trained our other dogs in the past, no problems. He was more of a challenge. He was more defiant, a little bit more difficult to train. So she said, check him out.
Awesome. So what kind of issues were you having with him that made you want him to get him trained?
I couldn't get him to come when I called him if we were outside. I couldn't get him to, he would sit and he would do like little commands for treats, but if you didn't have a treat, forget it. And when he would see a kid, all bets were off. He wouldn't listen to anything if kids were around.
Very good. So what's the one thing that you've kind of enjoyed about the training process or that you've learned with us?
I love that, one, he comes when we call, but two, he'll sit and wait until we tell him it's okay to greet. So if someone's a little apprehensive about a big dog, I know that he's not going to scare them. I like that he no longer pulls when we go for walks, that he pretty much stays with us. We're still working on that a little bit, but it's improved drastically, and most of the stuff has been usually trained within a 24 to 48 hours to where he's not completely proficient, but enough that you can see that he's catching it. So awesome. I think it's a little bit quicker than it was working with him with treats.
Very good. Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you want to add about training, or any kind of recommendation or anything like that?
I completely recommend Tip Top Canine. Just for the fact that I look at it as I don't want anything to happen to my puppy, and if he harmed someone or wasn't listening and ran out in front of a car, I think about how detrimental that would be for me and my family, and so I just think having him trained is optimal just for the protection of him and anyone else.
I did have my doubts with the e-collar, but when we went to our first interview, when he mentioned the word clarity, that kind of caught me, because when speaking with them, just in words and calls and everything like that, but the e-collar does bring clarity to our words, brings clarity to the commands, like anything. Treats won't do it, but the e-collar definitely brought clarity to all of our commands.
Yeah. And it's not like a shock collar like everybody thinks. We actually put it on ourselves to fill it. So yes, we are those crazy people. And it's not like what you think. It is a tinge unit. It's just a sensation that gets their attention.
Yep. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Tobin.